bones with no skin there. Ooh, ooh, wouldn't it be chilly with no skin on? I am dead, y'all. Y'all are speaking to my ghost. Like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm calling it quits. Like, I'm not even gonna be able to enjoy the game because I'm dead. I'm already deceased. Oh, you thought I was ready for? No. Nintendo, you had me fucked up. You had me fucked up the moment that you thought I was actually like ready. Like my body was physically ready because it wasn't. My spirit chased after it and now my body's in the coffin. So thank you, Nintendo. Thanks for killing me. I don't know about y'all, but I was already gagging from the Splatoon Octo expansion. Like, I was already hyperventilating. Then we see it cut to another thing, and my instant thought was just like, no. 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 Like, this can't... The first thing that my mind went to, I was just like, no. No, it can't be. So I'm watching, I'm just like, no. No, this has to be some Splatoon thing. It has to be. Then it cuts to black, and my heart just slow beating. 1 beat per second. And then, when that smash ball appeared, my life flashed before my eyes. I literally started screaming and hollering outside my window, like, yeah! What? Tears coming out my ears. Wait, what? Tears coming out my eyes. Screaming, hoopering, and hollering out the window. I was just a mixed up emotions, and I'm still shooketh. I know I'm a little bit late on like this discussion or whatever, but I had to recuperate because I literally could not deal. This direct took me over the edge. Like, I'm just like, I'm shooketh. Where do we even start? So, I guess, no, I should save Smash for later because we have a lot to talk about with that. But, we had first of all, we had the Luigi's Mansion remake on the 3DS, which looks pretty good. I wish it was an HD remake on the Switch, but beggars can't be choosers, you know? So I'm just glad that they're still paying homage to Luigi's Mansion, and I hope we get a 3. I hope this is like a sign towards 3 coming to the Switch eventually. I would have much rather have made the remake for the Switch and then put 2 on the Switch, Dark Moon, whatever, and then release 3 inevitably sometime in the future. And then for the Switch, we had Okami HD, which that's great for all the Okami fans. I bet Chugga Conway really liked that one because I know he really likes that game or whatever. We had, what else did we have? Mario Tennis Aces, which I'm super stoked about. This is like the #1 most must-buy game for me yet. Before Smash was announced, excuse me. I'm sorry for that blasphemy. But before Smash was announced, this has been the only like real like must-buy game of 2018 for me for the Switch. There was also Kirby Star Allies, which is also a must-buy for me, but I feel like Mario Tennis Aces is here and Kirby Star Allies is like right here. Like there's certainly a gap between them. And if I could only get one game this year, again, this was before the Smash was announced, it was Mario Tennis Aces. So, excuse me, I'm really excited for that game because Mario Power Tennis is one of my favorite GameCube games of all time, and it's also one of, if not my favorite sports game. It's probably tied with Sluggers it's probably tied with Sluggers for my favorite sports game of all time, Mario sports game. Or no, because then there's Mario Sports Mix, and then there's also Mario Hoops 3-on-3. But when it comes to a sports game that's about like one sport, I guess, I don't know, it's just one of my favorites. So to see that like a Mario Sluggers type game is coming to the Switch and it involves tennis, which was one of my favorite, like it's like combining my two favorite Mario sports games. Bam, right there for the Switch nonetheless. It looks so fucking good. I love all the like custom outfits that all the characters get, and I'm just super stoked for it. I'm definitely getting that. Kirby Star Allies looks great. The reason why it wasn't as much of a must-buy for me is because this whole time I felt like it's basically like another Return to Dreamland. Like, what's the point of me buying this full-price game, this new full-price game, if I can just go replay Return to Dreamland, you know? But this game seems to have a lot of brand new features coming to it, which I'm super, super excited for. So I'm definitely gonna be checking the game out. And after a while of like getting over the fact that it just seemed like a really, it seemed like Return to Dreamland 2 to me, that once I got over that, to me, I was just kind of like, well, you know what? Fuck it. It's like having Return to Dreamland 2, a whole new original adventure, but with Return to Dreamland mechanics for my Switch that I can play anywhere on the go. And yeah, like, a new game for the Switch, a new amazing game for the Switch is a plus in my book, because I loved Return to Dreamland. That game was amazing to me. What else did we get? We got Crash Insane Trilogy, which I gagged so fucking bad for. I was not expecting that at all, and I'm so happy. I'm certainly getting that at some point. It's not necessarily a must-buy. It was never a must-buy for me for the PS4, even though I don't have a PS4, but I could buy it and use it whenever, since my brother has one. So I could have gotten it, but it just, I'd rather get a Switch game for my own Switch, you know? But now that it's coming to the Switch, I'm definitely getting that. When it comes out, once I have the money available, I will certainly get that too. What else? We got Dark Souls, which I don't really care about. Cool for all the people that like that game, but I don't really care about that game at all. South Park, man. I never thought I'd see the day that South Park would make it on a Nintendo console. Never less the Nintendo Switch. So I'm kind of happy about that. I mean, I don't really think I'm gonna go out of my way to get that. It seems like the first South Park game seems better. The first South Park game seems better than this one to me, but I don't know. It seems pretty fun, and I'm just super, like, the idea of South Park on the Switch just gets me really like excited for like other third-party, like, really vulgar games that never had a chance before making it on the Switch, you know? So I'm really excited about that. And it comes out on my birthday. How odd. The Splatoon 2 Octo expansion, man, I was literally gagging. I was like, no, this can't be Splatoon 3. This can't. I really didn't know what it was. But once I noticed that that character was a Octoling, I was like, wait a second. Don't you dare tell me this, Nintendo. You did not just do that. There has been an outcry, and I only became a Splatoon fan since I got Splatoon 2. It is literally the most addicting game ever. I have over 250 hours on the game, and it's just amazing. By the way, if you want to add me, my name is Xay. Maybe I can put my friend code on here in case anyone wants to add me, but yeah, man, that shit just had me so like giddy. Like, I was so fucking hyped. It looks so good. And Splatoon can use more content, because I've noticed that they keep updating it and updating it, and I appreciate it so fucking much, because I feel like Nintendo realizes that the game can get boring. It can get old really quickly if they don't keep going with these updates. Like, if they haven't been updating this game this whole time since release, you do realize that Splatoon probably would have died a long time ago. Just because it starts getting boring after a while. Like, you can only play for so much, be addicted for months upon months, And then after those months are over, you're just kind of like, I've already played like 1,000,000 online matches. Like, what is there left for me to do? Because the story mode ain't shit. It really is. It's more tedious than it is hard. And even when it is hard, it's just ridiculous. I got motion sickness whenever I played it. And I did complete it twice for the hero brush. I'm still super, super pissed and salty that they make you complete the whole entire tedious ass fucking story mode. And that story mode is so fucking tedious for no reason. Just to get a fucking skin of a weapon. It has no benefits to an already existing weapon. It's just a skin, basically. That shit pissed me off so fucking bad. Like, why did I go through all this struggle just to get a skin of a hero weapon I don't even get, or a replica, whatever. I don't even get the real thing. It's the Octo Brush with a reskin. It just pisses me the fuck off. There's no reward for completing the story mode, no real one anyways. And that's why I'm so excited that the Octo expansion comes, because now there's a whole new story mode. Hopefully they add new rewards, and this new version that's coming out in April. Man, that shit looks amazing. A ton of new gear, which is always fun, because that's another thing too. Once I bought all the gear that there is to buy too, that's when I really just started getting like really tired of the game. I mean, I still play all the time, especially with friends online or whatever, but it just starts getting so fucking boring after a while, because it's like the same old shit. There's nothing new. But I'm still really glad that they're keeping Splatoon like in their grasp. They're not letting it go anytime soon. And the ARMS tournament thing, when I first saw that, I got super fucking happy, because I play ARMS not as often as I feel like I should, but I love the game and stand behind it 100%. It's an amazing game. I wish there was more like content that made you want to stay on the game and play it all the time. Like, at least Splatoon is a shooting game, so you're always gonna want to just pick it up and like shoot at people, cover ink, you know. But this is like, it's kind of on the same boat as Pokken with me. It just gets boring after a while, after a few matches. And I just feel like it's because, and Pokken is they're both actually really unique fighting games, but for some reason, it just doesn't appeal to me the way, like, I can play Soul Calibur. I still to this day play Soul Calibur 4 online all the time. In fact, I'll probably do that after I finish recording this video. But I play Soul Calibur 4 online all the fucking time. I know if I got like Mortal Kombat 5, I'd play the hell out of that too online. Like, I don't know, there's just certain games, but when it comes to ARMS and Pokken Tournament 2, that's why I didn't even buy the new DLC for it. Even though I really wanted to, there was just no point in wasting that money, because I don't play the game. I don't. I have it and it literally just collects dust, and it's sad. I'll play with my little sister because she really likes Pokemon and I love Pokemon, and it's something for us to bond over. And, you know, but I don't really get much enjoyment out of the game. Any enjoyment that I got out of it was sucked out in the Wii U version, which I didn't even own. My cousin pretty much gave it to me. She didn't really care about it herself. And yeah, like, ever since I got it for the Switch, I just haven't cared about it at all. The new characters didn't really, I thought they were gonna bring a lot to the table, but it should have just been Pokken 2. I always said, I don't mind that Mario Kart 8, like, I always said, I don't mind that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was a port, but Pokken should have at least been a sequel. It's not that hard. Even if you take out like half the stages from the original and then the other half all brand new stages, take out like half the roster of the original and then bring in like another full roster with another like slightly bigger roster with all unique characters, or just keep most of the same characters and just add a bunch more. Like, there's over 700 Pokemon, and you're telling me you can't make a Pokken Tournament 2? I don't know. To me, it was just thing. Hyrule Warriors Deluxe, whatever it's called, Definitive Edition. From the moment it came out, I was pissed. I was pissed, man. Now I see why everyone who got Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U was so fucking pissed. Because all the DLC I spent on that fucking game. I spent so much money on that godly fucking game. It is my favorite game on the Wii U. Now, the thing is, for me, I loved Bayonetta 2 much better than Hyrule Warriors. Like, Bayonetta's right here and Hyrule Warriors is like right here. There's barely a gap, but there is one. But the reason why Hyrule Warrior gets to here for me, and I end up calling it my favorite game of the Wii U, is because Hyrule Warriors is a much longer game. Like, I still haven't completed it to this day because the fucking adventure maps are hard as fuck. And I just could not beat them. So I'm kind of in this point where, like, my characters, I'm kind of stuck in this ditch where, like, my characters are too weak. So I can't continue on. But I can't do any missions either because I've already done them all to, like, get... I mean, I guess I could replay missions, but that's ridiculous that I have to, like, replay missions to make money to buff up my characters so that I can, like, continue on. Me just beating the map, I feel like more and more should give me enough money to be able to buff up my characters. But then again, maybe that's my fault because maybe I was spending too much money on, like, weapons and stuff when I should have been spending that on buffing up my characters. So maybe that's my fault, but I don't know. I feel like in the Twilight map specifically, even in the Majora's Mask one, even though I didn't play that one too much, I just feel like there's this, after, like, first it was pretty easy. Then out of nowhere, this difficulty spike happens, and I'm just like, whoa, I can't do shit here. So I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place there. But anyways, I kind of got off topic. The point was that game was longer and Bayonetta was short, and that's why I liked it. But the real point was that's why I was so fucking sad when really pissed when they released that Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, and I finally see why everybody was so mad about Mario Kart and Pokken and all that shit, all the ports, because, you know, people spent a lot of money on the DLC for these games, and now you're just releasing it all for free for the regular retail price of the game. You know, and I feel like they should at least give the Wii U owners that DLC for free. They really should. I literally got every single DLC in the game except I think like the very last one, I think. And I'm not getting that shit now. Now that this shit was announced, I'm hella not getting that shit. But to me, I don't know, it just really pissed me off. Especially a game like Hyrule Warriors, man. That I feel like out of all games, that game had so much DLC, so much money spent, and just for it to all go down the drain, that's ridiculous. Now, are Smash fans gonna be pissed if this new game ends up being a port, even though it's, I don't want to say it's probably not, but I hope it's not a port. Are y'all gonna be pissed about that? Because it seems like everyone's hype and nobody's even worried about the fact that, oh, it's a port, it's a port. Oh, but y'all were complaining about all the ports that came out. But as soon as Smash is revealed, I see all of y'all are silent. That's why I didn't even care. I didn't have no sympathy for all these people that have been complaining online about, like, all the ports, because I felt like a lot of people were talking out their ass. Like, most of these people, there's more people complaining about the ports coming out than there are people who even bought the fucking Wii U. Like, let's be real here. So shit is just not adding up. Like, all these people couldn't have bought the game and then all the DLC for the game as well. Like, that, no. I felt like most of the people were, like, talking out their ass and just, like, trying to, like, you know, try to bring down Nintendo's reputation, because a lot of these people that are secret fanboys, they love Nintendo. They know they do. They buy every new game, every new product that they release, every new system. But for some reason, these same people have so much to say about them and do nothing but talk down on them and talk shit about them. And people still try now, but Nintendo has gained the respect of like the community now. So more and more people are sticking up for Nintendo now. Even Sony and Microsoft applauded them for their achievements for the Switch. So y'all fanboys can shut the fuck up. Now we have the motherfucking Holy Smash for Switch finally. I'm shooketh that it's coming out this year. I didn't expect that. I really didn't. I kept saying to myself, I don't want it to come out this year, because I don't want it to be a port. I would rather it come out next year and it be a brand new game than it come out this year and be a port. That's what I've been saying. And I'm still scared that it is one, although apparently the signs are that people are gathering are leading more towards it not being one. I am still scared that it is one, but I just really don't want it to be a port. I would rather have a brand new game. Like, I get Smash 4 was really good. It was really, really good, but it was good for what it was. Let it be, and let's let the godly, the legendary, the time-defining console have a brand new Smash game to its name. Let it have a brand new Smash game in its arsenal. After that, we got two godly, amazing games of the year worthy. Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey in launch window within the first release. Plus we had Splatoon 2, which is an amazing game itself, but it's not godly. And then we had Xenoblade 2, or Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which isn't popular, but that game is godly in its own right. It's godly in its own corner. But the two big ones were bam, bam, Mario and Zelda. Now this year we have fucking Smash. Now there could be other big releases coming out. I don't know, but we'll have to wait for E3 for that one. But for now we have Smash, and I know, and then next year we're gonna have Pokemon. Bitch, what? Oh yeah, and they've been doing a lot of Gen 4 promo. This year they've been releasing a lot of Gen 4 legendaries, through the mystery gift, whatever. And there's just been a lot of Gen 4 rep lately. And I feel personally they might be hinting at a Gen 4 remake coming out this year. I feel we have Smash, and yeah, that's one big game, but I feel we could use at least just one other huge game that could really tie in this year to be an amazing year for Nintendo. And I feel a Gen 4 remake can do that for them. Now, whether it'll be on the 3DS or the Switch, I don't know. I feel I would hope to God it would be on the Switch, because Gen 4 is actually my favorite gen of all time. It was my baby gen, the gen that I got introduced to the series first, and that tends to be most people's favorites, the gen that they started with. But I've always been very, very open-minded. To me, just because I started with something doesn't mean that it's going to be my favorite, but I feel in this case, in this situation, it ends up being the case. Gen 4 is by far my favorite gen. I absolutely love it. Gen 7 comes to a close second. I really thought it was going to beat it, but the ride was amazing. The ride was phenomenal. The Pokemon, phenomenal. But I don't know, after I beat the game, it just left such a bitter taste in my mouth, because they put little to no effort in the after game. Really, we're just gonna spam, what's it called? We're gonna grind for fucking, what were they called? Beast? Ultra Beast, there we go. Brain fart. We're just gonna grind for Ultra Beast? That's the after game? And then after that, there's virtually nothing. All of that tree thing. I didn't even care. I was so done. Really? This is it left such a bitter taste in my mouth, the after game content, that for some reason, it kind of ruined the game for me. I don't know why, because I loved it and I was hyping it up so fucking bad, man. you know, Smash and Pokemon are like the two games that are like the major hype trains. Like, them shits get hyped up, bruh. They get hyped the fuck up for ages until they're finally released or until all the information is finally released. So that game was just such a rush for me. But the fact that it was a rush, when it was over, I kind of was just sitting there like, what now, Rihanna, bitch? Like, what the fuck now? Like, the after game just really left a bad taste in my mouth, and sadly, that was the last taste that I got from the game. So for some reason, it kind of just left like a little bit of a bad impression on me. Overall, I still love the gen. It's like my second favorite, but Gen 4 is my fave, and I'm hoping for a Gen 4 remake. And I really got off topic again. We're talking about Smash for Switch here. Who the fuck do you want to see in this new Smash game? Rather if it's a port or if it's Smash 5. Me personally, I've never really been a huge like Star Fox fan per se. The only game that I ever like owned and played was Star Fox Adventure, I believe. I forgot exactly what it was called. I think that's what it was called. It was the GameCube game. It had a great, fantastic story, multiplayer. I played some of the story mode. It was okay, but I really played it for the multiplayer. That shit was amazing. It was for the GameCube, and I've always said that I wanted Crystal from Star Fox to be a character, because I feel like Star Fox needs a new rep. They only have Fox and Falco. They put Wolf's punk ass, and all he is another clone. We don't need 3 fucking clones from the same franchise. Do y'all realize that Crystal would be a totally unique character, unique from any other character in the game, and she'll be a Star Fox rep? Do you know how much that's needed? Like, Star Fox had, especially after Star Fox Zero, they were just really like, we thought they were gonna finally like it was gonna be the resurrection of Star Fox, but it really wasn't. And now it's just kind of like, we need some type of love for Star Fox. Like, come on now, at this point, come on. So Crystal, I've always, since pre-Brawl, I've always repped fucking Crystal from Star Fox to be the new Star Fox rep. And I've always said that I wanted Dixie Kong in, but thinking about it now, for some reason, I'm not so much for it, just because I'm like, it'll be like, she'll be like a Diddy clone. Like, instead of a rocket, jetpack, whatever, she'll have her hover hair for her recovery. But overall, I feel like she's just gonna be a Diddy clone. Like, there's not really much of a point for her in the game. But I feel like she does deserve a slot, because if I remember correctly, she was supposed to be in Brawl or something, but she was cut. So I definitely think that at this point she deserves a slot in the game. Even though I'm not as for it now, I still feel like Dixie Kong should be in the game. I feel like Mario can kind of use a new rep, and I want Daisy in. I don't give a fuck what people feel about Daisy. I love Daisy. She's always been my favorite Mario character. She's just amazing. Her personality. People complain about her voice. Her voice can be kind of annoying sometimes, but overall, her character's amazing. She is not a copy of Peach. As much as Nintendo tries to make her out to be, she's really not. She's the complete opposite. And I feel like they've made that clear at this point. She looks nothing like her. She acts nothing like her. She has a tomboyish personality. She's very spunky, very like, yeah, let's get this going, you know? Like, she's one of those girls. She's not like all dainty and like a high like royal queen. Like, she's more like, she gets down in the dirt. Like, she's that type of girl. And she also has very, very different powers. She has flower power, and she can control like plants and stuff. And she also has crystal powers in Super Mario Strikers Charge, where she like summons and like crashes huge crystals and shit. Like, they could take advantage of that. So many different movesets throughout the years that I've thought up for Daisy, and it only takes for them to make it a reality, you know? And I feel like her different outfits can be like different sports outfits for her to wear. And if she did make it in the game, I always wanted one of her like alternate costumes to be like her original design, which I've always loved so much. That's when she used to be a Daisy clone. But I really, really love that design. She looks so gorgeous. The long brown hair, the yellow and white dress. Like I loved it so much. I like her new design too, but I really loved her old design. And let's not say that Daisy's irrelevant because she's the only other princess who's made it into Mario Run. Now clock that T, bitch, because that space thought Rosalina still hasn't made it in. So, bitch, what? Now I'm just waiting for Daisy to make it in a mainline Mario game. I don't know. I still haven't been in Odyssey, but I know she's not in Odyssey. Like, at this point, I would have seen something of Daisy in Odyssey. But I feel like there have been way more irrelevant characters and kind of like taboo characters that have made it into Smash. So she definitely has a chance. If when there's a will, there's a way, bitch. And if we, you know, try to get her in and at least say her name enough, she might actually make it in, you know? Now, when it comes to Zelda, bitch, you know, Zelda's whole like representation in Smash just needs completely rearranging. It's always been so terrible for such a huge franchise of Nintendo. You'd think that they'd put more into it. Like when Fire Emblem has a way like more like bigger and diverse like representation in Smash than Zelda does, you know it's sad. You know it's fucking sad. Like, come on now. We keep getting two different variations of Link that's not needed whatsoever. And then you give us Toon Link, but you can't give us Toon Zelda and let her transform into Tetra. Like, really? Like, that'd be so fucking dope. And Ganondorf has always had a sword, and they've always made him a Captain Falcon clone. Like, I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. It's, we need, in this game, we need Breath of the Wild Link, Breath of the Wild Zelda. And talk about that, let me just say a side note that the fact that Smash 4 Zelda and Link were not Skyward Sword Zelda and Link pissed me the fuck off, bruh. It pissed me off so fucking bad. Cause it's like, how are y'all just gonna pay Skyward Sword dust? How are you just gonna pay Skyward Sword dust? Like, I don't give a fuck if you feel like Twilight Princesses is more iconic and recognizable. And, bitch, they're still Link and Zelda. Let them get used to the new Link and Zelda, because they're the new Link and Zelda. Just like you're gonna make them get used to the Breath of the Wild Link and Zelda, because they're the new Link and Zelda. The fuck? But anyways, we need Breath of the Wild Link and Zelda, which we already have Breath of the Wild Link, so Zelda's probably happening. What we need is Hyrule Warriors Ganondorf. And we need to finally give him an original moveset using his two fucking swords from Hyrule Warriors. That would be so fucking dope. We need Hyrule Warrior Sheik, since Sheik's not in Breath of the Wild. Or so I've heard, because I haven't beat the game yet. I would love to have Impa in her Hyrule Warriors form. Now, I have almost 100 hours into Breath of the Wild, and I still haven't even seeked out Impa yet. So I don't know what the fuck she looks like, but I'm pretty sure she's old again. So we're gonna need Hyrule Warriors Impa, and just let her have that huge fucking thing, that huge fucking sword, and let her have her water power, and that'll just be so fucking dope. And then I want Midna / Twilight Midna. Like, y'all had Samus and Zero Suit Samus and Brawl, so let's have Zelda and Twilight Midna. I don't give a fuck if you feel like this is too many Zelda reps. Zelda is their biggest fucking game right now. They deserve the most fucking reps. If Fire Emblem can get as much fucking rep as they got in Smash 4, then Zelda of all franchises deserves to get as many reps as they motherfucking want / need, bitch. So we need Midna / Twilight Midna. You know, hold R, let that bitch switch to Twilight Midna, completely unique playing style, or just make them their own two separate characters. And then I would also love to have Girahim, but that's not like a must-have for me. It's more of like a, you know, like big dreaming, pretty much. But I would love to have Girahim in Smash. And then maybe for DLC, you release Lana and Linkle for DLC in the future. I think that'll be so fucking dope. Who else? Who else can we fucking have? Fire Emblem, I feel like it needs to be adjusted a bit. We could have Marth, Roy, take out Ike and put in Chrom. Fuck Lucina, just make her a fucking alternate for Marth. And then we can keep Corrin and Robin. So Marth / Lucina, I guess. Roy, Chrom, Robin, and Corrin. Bam. Who else? Pokemon. We're of course gonna have Pikachu and Jigglypuff, the OGs, and then I say keep Lucario and Mewtwo, bitch. Fucking do not remove Mewtwo again, bitch. I dare you, bitch. I will backhand you, Nintendo. I'm tired. Leave Mewtwo alone. Let him be an OG from now on, okay? Okay? Yeah, okay, good. And then of course Decidueye is getting in. Like, come on now. Decidueye is totally getting in. So that makes 5. And then you can rather keep Greninja or take him out. I personally don't give a fuck, but I know that Greninja has a lot of fans, so like maybe they'll keep him in. But either way, keep or remove Greninja, but we're getting Decidueye, period. And I'm just throwing this out there. This is more of like like I said, this isn't a must-have. This is more like a dream type of character, but I would love to play as a Alolan Raichu. You can make that work anyway, but you know. What other franchise are there really? Like, I don't know. When do you guys think this game is gonna be released? Personally, I think it's gonna be released in like November, because I feel like December is too late, but anything before that is way too early. So a compromise for that is November to me. So like probably November, December, holiday, whatever. Might even get delayed, who knows? Especially if it's a new game. Like I just need it to be a new game, please. Please just make this a new game. I could still use some work on my O's. Anyways, that is going to be it for the video, you guys. I've went on long enough. Tell me what you think about this new Nintendo Direct, bitch. I'm still shooketh. You're speaking to my ghost. Welcome to Zombieland. Hashtag The Walking Dead. Tell me what you guys think of the new Smash coming. What are your favorite games that were revealed in this Nintendo Direct? What games are you looking forward to? What games do you hope will come out this year? Tell me what characters you want in the new Smash Brothers. That's always exciting to hear. A lot of people have some crazy ideas. For one, I want Shrek. I forgot to add Shrek, by the way. JK. Shrek is all mine. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Don't forget to leave a like if you like the video. Subscribe for more content, because there's definitely a lot more coming out for this channel. I have some anime reviews planned, but I'm not gonna lie, I've been taking my sweet ass time recording them just because I need to like take a lot of notes and like do my research, because I don't want to come on here not knowing what the fuck I'm talking about, because I tried that once and I recorded this long ass video and I watched it back. It was just the most like painful thing. I didn't even know the names of the characters. I didn't know like the plot. I didn't know anything. It was literally like an impromptu thing, and I don't want another video to turn out like that. I want to be able to like descriptively tell you what the fuck is the show and like what's it about, and like give you my thoughts and opinions on it, kind of like how I was able to be very descriptive in my favorite yaoi manga video. So yeah, subscribe for more content, some anime reviews coming soon, more discussions, hopefully with future directs and other gaming announcements, especially like I know Soul Calibur has been releasing a lot of trailers for new characters. I recently saw Ivy's and that shit had me shooketh and crying, bitch. I was a mess. So maybe I can react to more gaming news and all that shit, but yeah, just subscribe for more content. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions on this stuff, and I will catch you on the flip side. Thanks for watching.